Thanks for checking out my video. If you want to learn more from me, I have a lot of classes on Udemy. You can find the links to a lot of those in the description. Alright, so we're talking contemplative meditation for this one. Now, this particular type of meditation is unlike what a lot of people think meditation is. Most people think that meditation is just clearing your mind and letting it be empty and trying not to think. And I remember hearing from Sadhguru that meditation, even the word meditation, doesn't mean everything that it does in like Eastern schools. The word just doesn't describe it well enough, you know. So we got to kind of expand on what meditation really means, right? Meditation in this case is giving yourself the opportunity, the focused and undistracted opportunity to contemplate something. So maybe it's a particular fear you have, or a problem you have, or a question that you have. When you meditate for a contemplative purpose, it allows you to just focus on that one particular thing and take it wherever it leads. So, you know, you can sit in your meditative posture or, sit, lay down, what have you, and just think about any particular subject at hand. It could be, maybe something came up for you earlier in the day and you just want to kind of unpack it or explore it. Or, for me, if I wanted to try to explore why I have a fear of heights, or if I just wanted to think about, I've done this often enough, which is why I've written so many books on it, just magic in general. Like, what is it? What are my thoughts on it lately? Have I thought anything new about it? Just kind of exploring what's in my mind, A lot of times with contemplative meditation, I ask myself a question. And the thing about um, asking questions is your brain is a pattern machine. What comes after every question? An answer. Now, if you learn or if you practice meditation with, focusing on your breathing and allowing your thoughts to come and go with the free thought meditation that I talk about with that technique, then what you'll get is this mental free space where you're not controlling the narrative all the time. And so when you ask a question, that's when you can sit back and relax and just focus on your breathing. And you ask a question, you're going to get an answer. Your mind is going to give you an answer. Okay? Now, what this does is it allows us to explore something within ourselves as deep as it can possibly go. As an example or a challenge for you guys, think about something about you or just have a question that you want to ask yourself, you know, and so you get into meditation, you sit or what have you. You focus on breathing for like 5, maybe 10 minutes, let's say. Then ask yourself a question. You get an answer. Ask yourself a question about that answer or ask why. You'll get another answer. And you can go deeper, 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 deeper. You can go further into that topic the more that you ask questions of the answers that you get. And contemplative meditation just allows us to really open our minds and see what's in there. Similar to the free thought meditation, when we focus on this and we just allow the mind to just have at it with it freedom to express itself without any of these outer distractions, we can get a lot deeper. Think of it, it's kind of in the same way as, if you've ever heard of shower thoughts, or you ever have a random idea like a light bulb goes off about one thing when you're doing something completely opposite. It's as if the meditation itself is a constructive distraction with focusing on your breathing, and then it just allows that mental space to free itself up. And there's this filter between the conscious and the unconscious. And the more that we train our minds to be more free, then the more our subconscious is going to speak to us. And in terms of magic, so that's all like practice and philosophy and stuff like that. But in terms of magic, when we contemplate something, that could be our subconscious speaking to us. That could be any helper spirits or spirit guides or any kinds of entities that we might work with that can also channel and speak to us through that open space or that contemplative meditation idea. And You could even potentially, if you build a relationship with a spirit, such as, a animal guide, a spirit guide, a watcher, what have you, then you can get into that meditative space, ask a question, and, intend and ask the answer of that particular spirit you're working with, and that freed up mental space that you've been training with your meditation, with just focusing on the breath and constantly redirecting your thoughts. It's going to allow the opportunity for a particular spirit to communicate through you, because we are the antenna. Okay, we have arguably, five senses, and then of course there's the sense of like time and balance. Mine's the worst ever, and other kinds of senses like that. The so-called sixth sense, where, being psychic or what have you, that comes from freeing your subconscious up, and the antenna of your subconscious is what spirits communicate to, and that's what they communicate through. That's why, you know, when you hear something, you don't hear it with your ears, you hear it more or less with your mind. And that's because of the channel that it comes in. And meditating is what helps to facilitate that. So, contemplative meditation, you can get answers from yourself, you can get answers from other spirits or entities that you work with. And the more that you practice it, the deeper your thoughts and the deeper your communications, both with yourself and other entities, can go.